Good morning, YouTubers, Facebookers, all social media clan, podcasters, wherever you're listening and watching this. Thank you for following. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for getting in touch, reaching out and asking questions and taking this further. So these musings, these podcasts, these opportunities to just share some thoughts and some feelings on conversations, things that are coming up with people in real life. Today, I'm going to talk about trust. And for some, this might be controversial, but you know me, I don't give a shit. In terms of trust, people always talk about trust needs to be earned. Trust is something that you earn. Trust isn't a given thing. It's something you earn. What a load of bullshit. So here's my take on trust. It's always been my take on trust. I start from a position of I give you 100% of my trust because I don't know any other way, right? I don't know any other way. So I'm going to give you 100% of my trust. And I kind of view it like a piece of rope. I'm going to give you a piece of rope and it's up to you what you do with that. So if you swing on that rope and you have loads of fun with it and we carry on, then great. If you hang yourself with that rope, then so be it. It's been my leadership style for years. It's been my coaching style for years. It's been my approach to life and business, friendships, relationships, the lot. I give you trust. It's up to you to make good on that. But I don't know any other way. So I don't hold back until we reach a certain level of trust. That's bollocks. I've got to give myself to you fully. I've got to serve better. So I've got to give it. That's all I can do is give my knowledge, my experience, my time. I'm going to give it 100%. And do you know what? That can be full on for some. That can be too much for some. That can be intimidating for some. So what? I'm going to live unapologetically my way. I'm going to live the way that I know how, that served me to 45 years, mistakes and all, peccadillos and all, warts and all, because that's me. It's like love. Love shouldn't be conditional. Love isn't conditional, not true love. Real love is unconditional. You just fall, terrifyingly falling. And do you know what? You get caught. You get caught by somebody who's equally falling. So trust is like love. It's a given thing. You've got to give it away. Ernest Hemingway famously said, the best way to find out if you can trust someone is to trust them. All right. I've just read Green Lights, Matthew McConaughey, Green Lights book, which if you haven't read it, guys, I really recommend reading this book. It is, for me personally, I think it's one of the best books I've read in my adult life. And I read a lot of books. On average, I try and read about 2 a month. And I have done for many, many years. I love books, all different types of books. And Matthew's book, Green Lights, just hit the spot. It landed, it resonated, it kind of chewed me up and spat me back out in places. It's a beautiful journey, as he calls it, a playbook, an approach book. It's not a self-help book, a guide. It's just a playbook about his life and experiences, and he's sharing, just like a mentor does, experiences that he's had. And I read that book and I realized just how similar in lots of ways our thought processes are. And he talks about rites of passage with his dad. He talks about the lights that went amber on him and how he reacted to them and responded to them. He talks about red lights that he hit, and he talks about the green lights that were there, and he regularly comments on the green lights all the way through that book, and he remembers and he respects and he's grateful for those green lights. And I found myself looking at some of the green lights in my life that, do you know what, didn't start out as green lights. They started out as red lights. But funnily enough, deep down inside of me, I've got the ability to turn red lights green. I know I have. So have you. You've got that ability to turn red lights green. But there's two things when it comes to trust. Firstly, you've got to trust yourself. You've got to trust yourself 100% to be able to trust other people. As soon as you start holding stuff back, as soon as you start putting conditions on trust or love or anything, you're literally hampering your life. You are squeezing out the joy from your life because you're automatically laying on, imprinting conditions on expectations and behaviors of this other person that you're never actually ever going to tell them, but you expect them to deliver on. What are the chances, the impossible scenario that somebody can deliver and exceed and even manage and meet your expectations when they are fictitious and made up in your head and they never come out of that head, but you're perpetually disappointed in other people? That's what happens when you don't trust. Do you get hurt if you trust? Yes. Will people take the piss? Yes. Will they take advantage? Yes. Should it stop you trusting? No. Because being a great human being is about making mistakes and picking yourself up and dusting yourself off and having your heart broken. It's about understanding what it feels like in the dark to truly appreciate the light. So trust more, trust open, trust faster, and see where it takes you. Because trust is a given thing. It's not something you have to earn. All right? Give, give, give. Nobody has ever become poor by giving. That's not just a monetary term. Give your time abundantly. Give your experience abundantly. Give your knowledge, give your love, give your trust abundantly. See where life takes you. Enjoy the ride. Thanks for listening. Catch you soon. If it resonates, guys, give it a share. If you want to comment and disagree, have a conversation, have a debate. I love a debate. Come and have a debate. Speak to you soon.